Okay, Anthony's gone now. Would you like to introduce yourself, Dominic?
Yes, I am Dominic, your talented younger brother.
This is Dominic, my, baby brother? I don't know, what would you call it?
I think you're going to say child you beat for years.
Dominic is, you're not sure if this is a good idea or not having you here, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Now, Dominic, of course, you can't do any of this, can you?
Well, no, not really. I won't even try and do anything at all.
What do you do for a living, without mentioning any specific companies' names?
I play jokes on people in offices, generally.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Whilst looking at a computer. Oh, that's very weird, isn't it?
What's that?
People just falling asleep.
Falling asleep in phone boxes?
Yes.
You have seen the series before at some point, haven't you?
I
This
have.
isn't all a complete surprise.
No, I've seen
You ever watched any
one or
of
two. You did something with a gun, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, that's where I work.
Where? Oh, we just missed that.
Oh, well.
Of course, you're pointing at the screen, but...
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, it's just behind your... No, that's not it.
So again, no idea... Oh, it's this again.
This is magic, suggestion, psychology, misdirection, and showmanship. I achieve all the results...
Are you right with those earphones? Aren't you?
Yeah,
Rather
my
large,
ears...
Quite large ears, so I don't know
Well, it's partially covered, but I think if I had two or the headsets, it might actually work.
Okay.
But, I'm a
Well, we were
pro.
going to get some huge joke ones,
Well-
but we couldn't find any. Look at that. Just giving a little something back. You just do it for the faces on
So which,
odd seeing your brother signing autographs on the street?
A little bit. Which episode is this?
Oh, I think we're on number 4 now.
Oh, really?
Number 4. Andrew's holding up 4 fingers. Oh,
Oh,
no,
okay. So-
episode number 2 now, is it? Oh, no, it's number 1, sorry. No, it's episode number 4.
That's a shame. A bit disappointing, this one.
Was it?
Yeah, well, I thought it was the weak one.
The weakest of the 6, yeah. Well, that's why we got you in.
6?
That's why we got you in.
I only thought there were 4. Okay. Never mind.
Are you happy for us to say what it is? You can always go and change it after. You haven't been asked to tell anybody what that is or anything like that, okay? Now, I'm going to tell Marie how to do this. So I'm just going
Are you
to
going to start telling any
Stories?
stories? It's very important, I think we focus on the TV show rather than that time I
You didn't hear any of
had
that?
that accident.
Where did
doing
those
backwards somersaults in the garden? Sorry?
Yeah, where did those people singing that was strange?
That was me, we clarified that, that's me.
Oh, okay.
Ding dang, ding dang.
That's very good.
Repeat it in his head over and over
Keep
again.
repeating the word in your head over and over.
Now, really send it to her. Imagine that you can just transmit it to Marie here, all right? So in your mind, just screaming it at her. What letters?
So, did you enjoy the series?
What I saw,
Begin with a B.
I must admit, because it's on at a weird time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's Friday evening. It's quite a popular time to not be in the house, generally.
That's
For
true.
most people.
Yeah, and I never watched it either, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, there's no point, you know what happened.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But you know that I sort of do like a kind of psychological form of magic.
It's psychological, yes.
Yes.
It is. You're not preaching to people in any way or saying that it has any religious connotations to it. It's all,
Not at all.
it's all psychological.
It's all a bit of fun.
It is fun, that's what people should remember.
The bird singing?
That's the one. Songbird.
Songbird.
See, no, they're having fun.
Ladies and
As are those people singing in the background. They're actually all up there on the balcony. You can't quite... That's a view
Yeah.
from where they are looking down.
I was just walking by and I was asked to come on and met this guy.
Asked or paid?
Came into my head.
Asked.
Asked, okay.
I can't believe that's the word.
Do you just pay the person who agrees?
It's 50 quid
who
if they can
agrees
get
with
it
you?
close. It's 100 quid if they can get it spot on.
Oh, brilliant.
Just by staring at him, it just suddenly popped into my head.
I was just like saying songbird in my head, songbird, songbird. That's just baffling.
I just can't believe it. I'm just so shocked. I really am shocked.
Oh, what's this? Oh, I like this one. This is the voodoo one. Did you see this?
Yes.
You haven't got a clue, have you? You're saying yes. What happens in it? Go on.
Well,
Go on. What happens?
well, immediately you've selected an attractive girl
yes.
to be alone with in the woods.
Mm-hmm. It's
for
Bridget
for
Bardot,
a
actually.
few days,
Yes.
and then
You haven't got a
you
clue.
woo her generally.
You've never seen any of these.
No, it's not Happy Valley, is it? For those for those who are from Purley Croydon way,
Purley Croydon Way, which is my hunting ground.
it is. Yes.
Stomping ground, rather. Not that I actually hunt or stomp.
Just something like Reiki or psychic healing.
You on your views on sort of New Ageism and psychic healing and so on?
It's interesting.
Interesting.
Generally, yes.
Is more than that. How do you sort of grasp that?
I've experienced crystal healing.
Because you would have known me when I was a Christian.
That's true. You took me along to the Christian evening.
Did I?
Yes.
What was that about?
With Nigel Walk.
Oh, Nigel.
Yes,
Excellent.
Nigel.
What was the Christian evening? What did we do?
I don't know. I was asleep
Right.
for most of it at the back. I think there was chanting and those hats, the white ones.
Oh, the big pointy white ones. No
Yeah.
shit. No, that was something else.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, very embarrassing.
Uses an area of belief.
That
I don't know. Maybe it's less fashionable.
is a beautiful shot going up like that.
Culture now, as mainstream religion seems to be dying out.
Did he climb the tree, or was there?
Yeah, very smooth
Okay.
climbing of a tree.
Just come
Just throw the camera up, catch it.
And slow it down.
Times. That's right.
That's great. And take your hand.
Actually, wouldn't mind getting a couple of mints. Would you, Dominic? Or just move back a little bit. That'd be great.
That's great. You can just stay like that for a while while I show you
What I'm deciding to do in my role today is the first half just act quite quiet and almost nervous.
All right.
And then in the second half attack you with various
All right.
stories.
Start tickling me.
Yeah, things like that generally.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Well, I think we're already on the second half of the show now, of course, because they've taken the adverts out as we're watching it.
this to work. And that's what I'm going to
Isn't this on?
What?
This. You happy if I use your ring?
No.
Yeah? Excellent. So
Now, so you can see that I'm not really taking a ring off, which
thank you.
we come back to that later.
And the ring goes
See,
into...
I hold it up and it's not there.
This makes it a soul for the doll.
And this sort of led into... Did you watch Messiah?
It has a soul. Your soul.
What?
No, right, okay. I did a programme called Messiah at the beginning of this year as well.
Oh, was I on?
No, you weren't in it, no.
No. Was I away? I
think
tend
you
to be
were
away when you do your specials.
Yeah, you were away when I did Russian roulette, I believe.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So
The seance, I missed that as well.
yeah.
Or was that the Messiah?
No,
it's
don't
different.
worry about it.
That's the American one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Around America.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That was, well, it's okay from what people said. Went down quite well.
No?
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's interesting. See?
And what's she trying to do here?
She's trying to move and she can't. She's stuck.
Oh, okay.
You can't move them. You can move your arms, yes?
Yeah.
But she can move her arms.
For me, just
Okay, well, that's a bonus, isn't it?
That's the bonus if your
You
feet
can
are
do
stuck.
most things with your arms. Do you think she's actually trying to move her legs, though? She looks like she can't be bothered. She's focusing on the arms.
Can you move your arms?
No.
You try?
I can do that now. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, now look at me. This will be perfect.
So when you watch this kind of stuff,
Nothing
if,
else.
you know, those rare moments, someone's taped it for you or whatever,
Count all the way backwards from 10
do you...
out loud.
Do I wonder when the adverts are coming?
Yeah.
What will be in the adverts? It's normally a car one.
I was going to ask
find.
if you watch it, are you filled with a sort of brotherly pride? You know, a sense of, you know, that's my brother. Oh, that sort of thing.
Not so much. I mean, you forget our mother was in Morecambe and Wise film.
She was, actually. My mum did appear in a Morecambe film once.
Yeah, so a long history of performing arts.
Showbiz.
It's all about questioning, I think, and not taking things at face value.
Very
At
attractive
the
girl.
moment you can't speak, but the only reason why
Not an unattractive
Where
girl,
do you find these people?
you believe that you can't speak.
She was in the forest. She was
Oh, really?
And the interesting thing is that if I
up,
tell
a,
you
up a tree with a camera. We asked her to come
what
down.
it does is give you permission to question that
Did she get stuck there because her legs can't move?
you can't speak.
Somebody put her there and went, well...
I think we actually spent a long time dressing that particular bit of forest. I think, if I remember, that log was brought in and had to come in from a very long way away. That's not a naturally occurring log. The director decided he wanted a log there, and people had to go and find one.
You're struggling, aren't you?
No, I'm struggling with
this
things to
isn't-
say because you
you're
haven't
thinking
never
this
seen,
is a
never seen the
mistake, aren't
show.
you?
I am thinking it. To be honest,
You
I
thought
think
it'd
this
be
was
a nice
mistake.
deed. You thought, well, I didn't get you a Christmas present or a birthday present.
That's true.
For the last couple of years, so you know, I thought I'd come and
Sorry,
get you to do
please-
something. You probably pay people for this.
Please
don't you?
face away when you speak.
Sorry. Do you normally pay? Are the other guys getting paid?
Yes.
They are.
Yeah.
How much are they getting
You
paid?
only done this because you know you can get a free dinner afterwards. That's all.
Well, I don't think a bit of water and an apple It's dinner, is it? Only if you're fasting.
Which many people are, actually, so that could be offensive.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry.
Many of our viewers may
There's
be
people
fasting.
Or just run out of money, generally, the poor.
Probably, most of them are students. Back up there again, look at that.
He asked me to
Look
stop
at it.
and
Look at that forest.
open.
Which forest?
Look at that girl. Look at her fingers and her ring.
I just felt my feet and my legs become very, very heavy. As if they would just blend in with the ground, basically. It was really bizarre. When I actually looked down and I saw my ring on my finger,
She was shocked.
I could not believe it. And I still can't believe it right now.
Where would your ring normally be,
She was
though?
taken aback. Sorry?
Where would the ring normally be, if it's not on your finger?
I feel really weird right now.
You've utterly missed the whole point of the...
And I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight.
It's very shocking for her. She thought I'd put it in the doll.
Oh, okay, great.
A lot is said about children having stronger psychic ability because they're so unjaded.
You got stronger psychic ability?
This excruciating view of children is generally expounded by people who
Uh,
like children.
Let's talk about here about our primary school that we both went to.
Yes.
Very odd primary school. Very different from this.
Is that based on the child on the left?
Pardon?
The oddness.
Now you know.
That child on... No, not that one. The one on the left.
Yes.
The oddness.
The oddness...
You said it's very odd. Was it that one? That child?
It wasn't odd.
Well, okay.
Be very careful because they could be watching and then they could come around and stab you or something. So,
If you see her.
very odd primary school that we went to.
yes.
And
That would probably be...
run by, I think what's fair to refer to as a 93-year-old strapping lesbian lady.
Can you say that?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
And,
and,
She was strapping.
Who
Eggs.
ate eggs, and
4 eggs a day
every
only.
morning we'd be taught a little lesson at assembly. One of my fondest memories is being taught one morning, and Dominic went to the same school 9 years after me, that little girls loved their daddies more and little boys loved their mummies more, which is some sort of Freudian thing she'd picked up somewhere. But on the way out, as we all filed out, we all got asked which one of our parents we liked best, and if we said the wrong one, we got a smack. Never forgot this little girl in front of me saying, "I love my mummy." She's going, "What are you, a little boy?" Smacking her on the back of the legs. None of this had any effect on me at all, though.
While you read it out loud, that's a little bit complicated to think of.
So who do you love more, mummy or daddy?
But I want you now
I'm not terribly fond of either of them.
If you had to kick one to the gutter
the story to allow an image
and the other one, just carry on,
if you like that sort of
who would you boot?
But I don't want you to like this in the story.
I don't know.
Nor by the pictures on the outside.
Because if you did daddy, and I'm just saying daddy to make you say daddy,
Well,
because
obviously I'd call him Dad.
you would call him. You say this to people, dad, but it's daddy. He could play bugle in the street and busk.
He could. They made such a disgusting mess with the paints. It went everywhere.
Okay, you're all sat very nicely. Thank you for that. So listen very carefully so you all understand what we're going to do.
She had to read that about 20,000 times.
You have to listen
Is that why
very
she's at school?
carefully to the story while we Once she does that, you're all going to make a handprint picture on this big sheet of paper. And while you do it, know
I love this. It's like, okay, now just be ever so quiet.
that Amy's talking to you about. All right?
And they just went mad.
Here you go. Would you like to read for us, Amy?
Near the biggest tree that ever grew by the fence down by the duck pond, lived
I was up writing that very late last night in the
decided he hated yellow.
in the office, trying to get all that lined up.
It's unbearable. Boo-hoo, he'd sob. Everyone in the forest...
All the letters so it would spell out teddy bear. Speaking to someone the other day, have you seen this one? Do you know what happens?
Yes.
What happens?
Near the big
They create a picture,
fence down
which is like a bear, really, essentially.
That's right.
I thought I was going to be doing the one with Martin Kemp.
No, that's we did that one earlier.
Yeah, I'd practice things for that.
Oh, really?
Impressions, stories about Martin Kemp and his metal plate in his head.
Which made it, of course, very difficult to do the effect. Of course,
Yes.
any sort of mind reading is
Yeah.
twice as difficult.
Exactly.
Big story so many times. Thank you all, and very well done.
That's how you speak to children.
Talk down to them.
Just talk to Amy. Shh. How you doing?
If you've prepared something, do you want to do that now while we're watching this, and people can think back in their minds? And...
Well, that was actually a lie as well, because I hadn't seen that episode. I just remembered you said Martin Kemp was in one of them once.
Okay, all right.
Stephen Fry episode I saw there. That was very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Have you done that? Have you done that one?
Yes, we've done that one as well.
Okay.
This is the one with the teacher in instead. So we can talk about that one.
Oh, okay, great.
Just in your head?
Yep.
There is no possible way that I could know what that is right now, is there?
Oh, I thought so, no?
Or not?
It's very aggressive tone for a teacher. I think.
Yes, I have to say, I thought her reactions were very withheld. All I was going to say is someone spoke to him the other day who just could not see, could not believe, could not see the teddy bear in the mucky paint at the back.
Really?
And just thought that was... Just couldn't understand the point of why did you have all the kids... See, that's a teddy bear. Once you know it's there, you can see it. I mean, not the same as, yours at home. They're very different. But that's a teddy bear, isn't it?
We just ignore this corner here.
Not upside down, though.
A bit mad. Just
Oh,
imagine
no,
that
no,
right
no, I
over.
can see.
See?
Can you see it?
That's slightly freaky.
Did you steal this idea from Art Attack? That used to be on ITV.
Yeah, I think most of the routines here are taken from either Art Attack or Tiz was
Ah, Tiz was, yeah.
in the series.
Was it fluke for the children, or did they pick something up?
Apart from the
Try to think of something that...
Invisible Man one, that was Saturday Swap Shop. Superstore!
And
Drink all of your water. Drink all of it. Drink all of your water.
it was easy to think of. I have no idea what the connection was at all, and why some of the words were written big or spaced out. I don't understand what that's about.
Who's that with the kids at the back?
You're welcome.
You were a little bit freaked out by that.
Mysterious figure.
On Earth it was done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do something.
I'd like to apologise, I think, to everybody listening if
You probably know this.
this commentary hasn't been as exciting as the others.
Really said you don't feel anything in there was possibly giving away what you were thinking of, or you weren't influenced by anything in this, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so the drawings around the outside, nothing there that would suggest a teddy bear?
No.
No. Okay, apart from maybe, if you like, 3 of these are brown. The only thing there that isn't brown is this animal up here. If it were
Got any
brown...
shopping to do on the way home?
Well, I did actually go into a bookstore on the way.
Uh-huh.
So I might go back there.
Okay.
I had a couple of nice choices in the bargain section.
Maybe. You've got a little bit here that says red beak to wear as part of the story.
Do you worry that in a situation like this you might seem a bit smarmy, where you're explaining the stupidity of the individual, sometimes intelligent people, but to them, in order to...
Well, I have... A lot of people would, I think. I think what I'm blessed with is an ability never to appear smug.
That's true.
Perhaps you could possibly...
She doesn't seem very bothered.
And despite how clever I'm making myself appear with these routines, you just can't help loving me for it as a viewer.
T-E-D-D-Y.
Yes, he is cleverer than us, but we really respect him for that.
Teddy bear.
That's what people think.
Yeah. Hit the last letter. T-E-D-D-Y.
Do you think she's aware that all the kids have run out?
They've all gone, haven't they?
Begin and end.
That's the first rule of teaching, isn't
She's
it?
supposed to be looking after them. right?
Yeah.
You think...
It's basic.
T-E-D-D-Y. B-E-A-R. T
That should end on the E, not the R. It's a teddy B.
Y. E.
I think I've got this somewhere as well. Talking about collecting souvenirs.
Yes, no, I heard that when I came
Right
in.
down the centre.
Still got some of the brown paint.
E-E-A-R.
Still got that A.
And you were thinking of a teddy bear. You were absolutely superb.
That's fantastic.
You're fantastic with the kids. It was a real pleasure doing that with you and with your class. So thank you very much.
See, I'm saying that. I'm saying you're fantastic. The subtext is, I'm fantastic. Now this is.
Oh, this is
something I enjoy
fantastic,
very much.
yes.
This is fantastic. Oh, you've seen this one.
I have seen this. This is... what is this one?
This is me hammering a nail.
The nail, yes. The music is just fantastic.
This is
What piece is it?
this is the Emperor Concerto. It's Beethoven's 5th piano concerto. It's an absolute beauty. First popularised, well, not first popularised, but used famously in the Dead Poets Society, I think. That's where I first heard it.
Not on Art Attack.
No,
Okay.
it's never used on Art Attack.
Okay.
It's entirely original.
Good.
This is so unpleasant to do.
Well, you made me.
Well, I need someone to practice on. You don't just go and just do it. I remember it not working with the ears. Remember that? I remember deciding the nose was probably safest. I haven't shaved. Isn't that terrible? Knowing I was filming that day and not shaving. Almost makes me chuckle. That building is just across the other side of Soho Square. We're at one end of Soho Square now in London's busy London, and that's the other side, looking over the same square. In fact, next to that room that we're in there, ouch, is the room where we do the stopping the person on the street. It won't mean anything to you, of course, but for anyone that's watched the series, stopping the person on the street. So
People don't stop people on the streets very often.
No, but we're doing it from the room next to this one.
Magical context, obviously.
Out the window.
Okay.
So if anybody walking through Soho Square... Oh, and I remember we saw Sven-Göran Eriksson through the window just before we were filming that. Sorry, I'm getting into his car and driving off. Huh? God. That is genuinely just going into my head. There's no trick there. It's not a telescopic nail. Or a sponge hammer.
So how many times did you
it's
actually...
a sponge head.
I was trying to be serious.
Sorry, go on.
How many times did you practice the nail?
I spent about a week pretty much solidly doing that, and you just have to get over the feeling of physical repulsion. It's a little bit like, watching the show. Certainly coming home for Christmas.
Yes.
To our house. You just have to get it. Your body is screaming out. You've got a nail in your head, and all you can taste is sort of iron at the back of your throat. And there you go. Look at CGI snot. No, that was real. Nicely hammered into there.
It's not square though, is it?
No, my dad would not be proud of that. He'd probably saw that bit of wood in half, would my dad? I say our dad, but...
Well, I don't think we should go into that.
There he is. Well, have you enjoyed doing your first DVD commentary, Dominic?
I have. It's been fantastic. I'm sure you're going to invite me back next year.
Oh, God, yeah. Should reassure any listeners that we're going back to professional for the next one. Well, if you want to stick around and have some food...
Oh, I'd love to. I mean, as we know, that's why I came.
We're in, media buildings, plenty of sushi. If you... Oh, there we go. And say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh.